Uh, it's been consistent the last 5 games or so where you know we've been getting torched interior. We haven't done a good done a good job defending guys. They're coming in. The starting bigs went 14 for 21, 10 free throws, 38 points, 13 boards. Uh, that'll beat you. And our interior defense hasn't been uh, uh, nearly as good as we hoped it to be. Um, and so because of that, I don't know, this is probably our season high field goal percentage that we gave up 63%.
Questions for Coach? Coach, there was an abundance of three-pointers in the game. I believe in total your team shot 9 of 27, 33% from the field. Was it a matter of just letting your guys go out there and shoot, or
No, I mean, basically we've known all year. We've shot threes all year. Um, that's sort of an equalizer for us to give us a chance. When we lack in a lot of areas, that gives us a chance. If it's inside out threes, I don't have any problems because 9 for 27 is a true shooting percentage of 50. So we'd like to shoot a little bit better. We do when we go inside out or we drive and we don't just settle for them. Uh, but I'm more concerned on the other end. Um, that 9 for 27, we shot 48% from the field. 48% from the field at home, you should win. 48% from the field, 33% on 27 threes, you should win. How many points? 72 points, that's enough points to win at home. So it comes down to defense. Same thing we're preaching. We're going to get good defensive. I promise you that.
How big has Markman been for you these last month and a half or so? Because he had 21 points tonight. So
It's been great since the Middle Tennessee game, and I think when we talked about it, I said I did a radio show on that Monday after Middle Tennessee, and I said he was right there. The tendency is when you're struggling making shots you want to rest your legs. He began to get more work in. Q was not here this summer, and so I thought he was always playing catch up, and uh, basically since the middle game, he's been playing great, taking the challenge defensively, guarding bigger guards, pressuring the ball, and having to score and get guys involved with us. We don't have a team that um, create a lot of shots individually. So our ball movement, our offensive sets, and Q shot making ability have to create chain reactions for us. And so because of that, sometimes we end up settling for more jumpers um, than we really would want. But he's done great.
What are you telling a guy like Solomon Poole who's been in front since conference play really started? Actually, what are you telling him to, I guess, keep his confidence up to help the team in any way you can from
Play D, play D. Um, he missed some shots early. Well, we missed a couple of really good shots early, but was playing defense, and um, then he settled for a long three when we told them they don't have a lot of rim protection, and they had one block on tonight. That's kind of why we opened the floor and went to angle. We thought we would be able to attack, and if Q couldn't get to the rim, we got the guy rolling to the basket, or then we could get an open shot. But it's all on the defensive end. You concentrate on the defensive end. Don't press on your shots. Then you'll be fine. When you press, uh, that's usually what happens. You miss some easy ones. You miss some open ones. Um, so play D. So I tell him. That's what I tell everybody else. Like I say, at the end of the day, we scored 72 points and shot 48%. You're supposed to win if you do a job defensively. We didn't. And so But as far as confidence, the thing we're teaching them, for some of these guys, uh, this is the most they've been asked on both ends to defend and defend every day and to practice and all that. So we're not going to let up or make it easy on them. It's only going to build a base for what we're doing. As I told the guys, if you think we worked up to this point, uh, we look at our results and say we got to work even harder, and that's our plan every day. We'll come back in here. We got a game Saturday, but we'll come back in here Monday, and we'll get out there and we'll do a 60-minute scrimmage. They're gonna learn to push themselves. They'll learn to get in the condition that they need to get into, and once they're at that point, their performance will soar. So we was hoping it was gonna be this year for the guys. It hasn't. We still got 5 left, but through the rest of the season and the off season, we hope for it to get there by next year.
Coach, how about changes strategy-wise, personnel-wise on the defensive end? What can you try to do as a staff to try to mix it up? Will you look to maybe press, maybe play some more zone? There's a lot of things you can do. What do you think you might do?
Yeah, I mean, we trapped, we fronted the post. When we done exactly what we were supposed to do, we were fine. The rule from day one of camp is if you can't guard a guy one-on-one in the post, front him, 1 through 5. Simple rules. But when you watch our games, if you sit down and break down the tape of all our games and the games that we've been really close in, we have taken all of our opponents out of what they want to do. At some point, they say, okay, you've taken them out of their sets. Now we're gonna just go one-on-one. Only thing you can do on one-on-one is you gotta play it. And so we got to add some better one-on-one defenders to the mix, as we've talked about before. Add some more length at the rim, so when we force guys to drive, we can create more blocks. But that's some of this is a byproduct of that. We're a small perimeter team, and usually we don't rebound the ball well. And so that's a big part of it. And so we got to get bigger and more athletic. But we changed the strategy. Trapping when you're not a deep team talent-wise and pressing rather, and you don't already rebound the basketball, it becomes a little more difficult. To do. So it's a matter of we got to man up and continue to get better, continue to study, take away. As you look at Jackson, he had a tough matchup tonight, but he held their leading score to 9 points. I wish I would have saw Voss do something different than he had done on the tape, but he didn't. And the guys saw the tape Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it's a matter of getting down, defending guys. They went at Javier a couple of times early, and when he was in there, and so all of a sudden Javier decides to fight, pressure the ball, and fight the post-ups. They left him alone. They went somewhere else. So individually, you have to take the challenge. We can scheme, and we change schemes a lot based on the teams we're playing. But it still boils down to, as we did against Southern Mississippi, as we did just coming off the road against La Tech, it still boils down to when you do that, how do you guard that guy one-on-one? And that's what we got to get better at.
Just talk a little bit about Voss, 33. He really seemed to get into a groove tonight against you guys, especially shooting the face-up jumper. Did you anticipate that from him?
He's been doing that, yeah. The first out-of-bounds play, he hit his first jumper. Was the out-of-bounds play, the first out-of-bounds play we went over. He pops out right there and shoots the 12 to 15-footer. He shot it uncontested. As players, when you see 2 shots go in or you get 2 layups, as Combs did early, you play behind Combs, even though he's thin, frail, thin body, he still finds a way to maneuver and score. So nothing that they didn't No, it's just a matter of you got to go out and do it. At the end of the day, in competitive sports, it comes down to your will against the other team's will. And if their talent is superior, so be it. But they didn't do anything tonight that we didn't tell them. Harris came in, as we said, was going to really look to score the basketball every time he touched it. And even right before he touched it, he's still trying to score it. And he went 6 for 8.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you all.